it takes a lot for me to fall in love, but I do have a new love in my life. It's Gate Exchange, and I'm going to share with you why. I'm going to show you what is happening in there, what I have been participating in, and why I keep going back to this exchange more and more and more. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate your comments so much. Please beware of these scammers. People in the comments that it looks like it's me replying, and it isn't. Anything that says investment advice, do you want guidance, WhatsApp, that's not me. I will always reply to you personally. How will you know it's me? You will know it is me, I promise you. And I typically do my best to reply within 48 hours. Sometimes a little bit quicker, sometimes a little bit slower. And I love how you engage and support each other. So thank you for being a crypto angel, being part of this community, and especially those of you who are very experienced. Some of you are much more experienced than me, and you have been helping other people who are newer to crypto, and that absolutely delights me. Let me just go ahead and share my screen so that we can get into my excitement, my passion for Gate.io. And I'm going to pop over here first. And so this is the main, when you go to Gate.io, this is their main screen. And what I think is so fantastic with it is that you can see here where they have all these different listings. And I want to explain a couple of different things about the type of listings that they have and why I ended up getting an account with them. And I'm using the account with them more and more and more. I'm not going to share something here on the channel unless I love it or I'm personally using it myself, unless I have experience with it. And this is just the things that I'm enjoying. I'm not saying, hey, you go and do this. If you want to go and sign up and get an account, great. Then we both get a referral off of that. And you can see my link in the bio for that. But only if it resonates with you. So, a couple of things here. You can see, for example, CTI. So CTI this was where they just did a vote. And this was the first vote that I got to participate in. And I had the opportunity to participate in it because I hold Gate Token. And I'll show you in a moment the Gate Token that I have. I actually just got a little bit more. I had just under 1,500. I just got just over another 150. And so for Clintex, CTI, this is the token. For it to get listed, they had to have over 10 million votes. I did cast a vote. My votes ended up being, I think, around 1,240. They distributed to them. So I ended up receiving, I think, 6 CTI, very small amount, but it was fun. It was just super fun to be part of the process. And I ended up, there were over 30 million votes, but that is when you hold the token. So like I said, I had around 1,500 Gate. I think I had just under 1,000 that were eligible to vote. And so my vote ended up being a part of that. And then if we go here to, hang on, let me just go over here. We can go to CTI. I've still got this order that is open here for CTI. It's partially filled. And you're going, well, what is CTI? So let me just take a moment let me show you what CTI is and why I decided to go ahead and get some of these tokens. So let me just go to CoinGecko.com/en/c, hang on, coins / I'm doing a little bit slow here, CT. Let me just go to this and just see what comes up. Hang on a sec. Here we go. CTI. Bear with me on this. Clintex. So it's ranked 918 right now. It's almost 17 cents. It is retracing a little bit. But what I liked about it, and I'll show you the other things, what I really liked for this, where I felt like this was a good token to go for, is that it has a pretty low market cap of 14 million. I mean, it's not small, but I feel like it's a good point to enter. There's a lot of room for growth with the token. And circulating supply, just over 83 million of 191 million. And you can see here, well, it's gone up 135% in the last 30 days, an all-time high of 39 cents, a low of 2 cents. If we look here, it was on KuCoin, mostly being traded on KuCoin and also on Uniswap. And then now it has just, as of today, it is officially on, Gate. And so let me just take you here and to their website for this token. And by the way, sometimes I get asked in the comments, are you getting paid for promoting a certain token? I just got asked this about VeChain, VeThor. God, I wish I was getting paid for that. I'm not. These are just things that I'm personally going into, and this is just what I'm doing, and this is just what I am researching. But hey, I'm very happy if someone wants to go and pay me to share a token. Awesome. Of course, I would always disclose that if I was. That's something legally that you have to do up front if you are getting paid by an advertiser. So, clinical trials intelligence, new medicine, faster, safer, smarter. And what I thought was very interesting, so this is about being able to track, to use the blockchain technology to be able to track every single transaction that goes on for these clinical trials to make sure that there is accurate reporting. And you can see here again, they've had a lot of features. Clinical Trials Intelligence is a distributed technology platform that incorporates predictive data analysis, analytics, machine learning, AI, and the innovative use of smart contracts to drive significant quality and operational improvements in clinical trials. And a couple of the things here that really stood out to me, besides and you can go and take a look at their website, was the workflow management, including closing the loop functionality and a blockchain-based immutable audit trail. And I think that is critical for looking at information so that things can't be tampered with, that we can really have true analytics, especially when things are moving so fast, and especially with what's happened in this past year in the world and how things have been hurried out and there are clinical trials on things, and just to make sure that globally everyone is on the same page, that everyone has the same data, and that it is not corruptible. So I just thought that this is something that is a benefit to society. It is a benefit to a positive for the medical industry. A first of its kind, perpetually increasing a library of clinical data analytics that facilitates the sharing of lessons learned across corporate boundaries without any compromise of sensitive data. Right, so this means where things can be shared globally, quickly, and maintaining privacy as well, because some of this information is so new, it could be stolen, and so I think that this is a fantastic idea. So again, I'm not going to go into sort of deep detail with this, but you can just see that this is really a breakthrough, I would say, for blockchain within medicine. And there was a couple of other things that this team is based out of. One of the things I saw is their office actually is in northwest London, in Finchley. I grew up in Hampstead in northwest London, and so I see that they are based out of there. And one of the things that they are doing as well that I thought was interesting is one of their main partners, IntelliMed. IntelliMed is an innovative health tech company focusing on streamlining UK national health services, that's the NHS, and their processes, reducing costs and improving patient care. Anyone that comes from the UK knows that the national health system is totally overloaded, totally backlogged, that the nurses and doctors work ridiculously hard to get things done. And so, this is for the entire UK health system. So when I see something like that, and that there is a partnership here in this capacity for clinical research for the UK, that to me is very, very exciting. And I imagine that this will really take off because no one else is doing this. They're the first. It looks like from my research so far, they're the first to do this. And then you've got Global Blockchain Consortium, and you've got Chainlink as well. Obviously, Chainlink is huge. That's the number one Oracle, and Applicator as well. So I have an Applicator blockchain development agency since 2010, specializing in development, smart contracts, research, deployment, etc., etc. We've got more, some and substance. You just basically see number of partners. I guess KuCoin was first to partner with them. And this is, if we look here on the roadmap, this goes out. So you just go here, 2021, you can see development, app launch. They've done a lot here. But what stood out to me from where we are now, right? We're in quarter 2. Just look what's going to happen in 2022. Migration on-chain of CTI clinical data statistics summaries. And then you can see here live client onboarding revenue generation. So that is quarter 4, 2022. And so when I looked at all of this, I went, okay, this price now that is around 16 cents, right? Just around 17 cents. It's, in my opinion, it's a bargain. So I've had part of my order filled. It's just, it came on the exchange this morning, then it just dumped down. And I'm just going to hang on and just wait because it's still consolidating. And sometimes I rush it to go in there. I just thought, I just want to hang on. So I am getting in total, not a huge amount, $275 worth of it. And it's not a huge risk, but I feel like I just like to be a part of it in a small way. So I'm doing CTI. And then I just want to show you here, if we go back, here is another one that's coming up, Argon, that looks really, really interesting. So with Argon, when you go to the listing page, you can see here, if you are a gate token holder, you have the opportunity to vote. And you can see this ends in 6 hours. I thought this looked very interesting as well. Very interesting token. And is this going to get to go ahead? Well, yeah, they've exceeded their 10 million votes. So Argon is going to get listed. And you can see there's a paid price here. I don't quite understand this bit of when it says pay. The paid price for the amount allocated for the airdrop, I see just over 8 cents. You can see I cast my vote for 1,241 votes. And then if I just look at my notes here, if I get like a small airdrop with it, I did with CTI, I got 6. Small amount, but again, I'm just enjoying being part of this. So with Argon, I'd have to buy 2,500, which is around $400, and so I want to participate in that. And if we go, let's see, I'll just show you briefly. Hang on a sec. So this is the one that's happening tomorrow, and I like this one as well. I just see Gate keeps bringing on amazing listings. Let me just show you this. I thought this was very fascinating as well. Another good project, and world's first blockchain-based freelancer platform. It made me think of Upwork, but for blockchain. And it is the only blockchain-based freelancer platform on the Binance Chain network. So to me, I just think like, okay, this looks good. My focus now is I'm in some main tokens. I'm keeping my Harmony. I have Vite. I have Ethereum. And I'm looking at just going into some things I think are a little bit just interesting, really interesting projects. And I don't see them on Coinbase Pro, and I don't see them on Binance US. I think some of them are on Binance and they're on KuCoin, but as a US citizen, I can't get those tokens. And that's what I love about Gate, is that I get access to these listings. Now, as a US citizen, I cannot, for example, if it's a launch pad where it's an initial offering, I can't participate on that. There's a warning. It says if you're a US citizen, you can't do it. But where these are being listed on the exchanges and there's the opportunity, it's still early to go into the project. It means that I can go into that. And that is exciting to me. So again, I'm not going to go through all the details of this, but I just wanted to show you, just go take a look at this. It's like I said, we've got here, it's on the Binance chain. And then there was something on their partnerships that they had that, let me just go back a sec. Look, you've got here, this is connected with Amazon, Binance Chain, DApp Radar, Twilio. New shopping experience. Increase your shopping and remote service experience with Argon Freelancer. So I just saw Amazon in there. I'm like, okay, I trust. For me, I obviously I do my own due diligence, but I like what Gate.io is doing. So I put my vote in for this, and then if, let's say, when I want to go and hopefully this will work right now. Bitcoin is bouncing. I have a trade actually right now open on Bitcoin. That's a whole separate conversation. But let me just go Argon. Here we go, Argon. So you can see it's just not live yet. It's going live in 8 hours. And then as soon as it does, I'm going to put in an order for that. And then a couple of other things here that, hang on a sec. Let me go back to, where did I want to go? Argon. So you can see, so you do these votes. And then this is, it just depends on, let me go here. Hang on. Where is this area? Hang on. Let me just show you. Bear with me. Voting activities. Hang on. You can see vote to list new campaigns collection. So that's what I really enjoy, this part of the process. There's another one coming, benchmark. That's a new one. I mean, they just have so many things. This one look fantastic too. This is more on the gaming space, Illuvium, and it's really cool. You earn Ethereum through it, and just the quality of the graphics is mind-blowing. So like I said, I just did Clintex. I didn't do Ramify, but you can just see all of these different, some of them there's just so many of them. I can't go into all of them, but some of them I thought were fascinating. And then let me just go over what I was going to show you was where I have my, sometimes it's like you have to just navigate a little bit. Voting activities. It gets, I was going to show like where you, oh gosh, how do I explain it? Where it shows your tokens, and then eventually after you've had them a certain point of time, you can hodl and earn from them as well. Oh, I know where it is. My GT holdings, that's where it is. So you see, it says here, now I've got the holdings I've got of Gate token, which I'm trying to accumulate some more of it, because I've got just over 1,600 of these. And now I've had this for a minimum of 40 days. Once you've had for a minimum of 14 days, then you can vote. Then you can get in on some of these listings earlier, which is exciting, and be eligible for those airdrops. And the other thing with this is that I was first on, when US citizens were allowed to be part of Binance, when they were allowed to be part of Binance, what am I trying to say here? Oh, I had a whole load of Binance BNB token that I bought at just around $2. And then as a US citizen, I had to give that up. And I ended up, which was really disappointing. And obviously BNB now is, went over $600. Well, I feel that Gate is the next BNB. That is my thinking with this. And so I'm right now, I still have my VThor gas, but you can see I've got an order here to sell a bit of this. And what am I going to do with this $3,000 tether when I do sell it? What I am going to do is I am going to buy another $1,000 of Gate token, because I feel I originally bought Gate at 242 and then just have accumulated a bit more. So I'm just, you can see here with Gate, you can just see it's consolidating right now. Let's just take a little look. Let me move this over here. Let's just go to the hourly. Right, so you can see the consolidation here. And it did pop up to almost close to $5. And it's just going through that, retracing the volume isn't that high there. You can see it has good support at 296. I had bought right down around here. I think I bought at like 240. I bought just here before it pumped to the next level, and then I got some more. So if that is something that you think, oh gosh, did I miss the boat on BNB, which of course BNB, Binance is going to go to a whole nother level. I'm sure that token's going to go into the thousands at a certain point, that it's on its way towards that. But Gate, I believe, is going to, at some point, again, this is just my personal opinion, this is just what I'm doing, but I think Gate token is going to go well over $100, $200. Maybe it'll take another year or so to get there, but when I see everything that they're doing, it reminds me of when I first hopped onto Binance back in 2017. And so this is why I'm going to keep accumulating a Gate token, because I want those perks, and I'm going to get that next order in. And you can see here, you see I just got some more Gate there for 339 on that. And then the other token that I'm going to be buying more of, that I'm going to show you right now, is Fly. I'll do a separate video on that. I'm not going to get into the detail, but it's consolidating right now. It just came on the exchange very recently. I've got 1,762 of it. When I looked at this project, I went, oh my gosh, this is a no-brainer. And what I love is that it's not available on other exchanges. When something like this eventually does make it over to a Binance US, over to a Coinbase, I bought it at 27,972 cents. Right now it's 25,496. So I do want to sell that little bit of my extra VThor gas that I have. I'm holding on to my V. I'm not getting rid of my V chain, no way. But I am just looking at, because I was too heavily committed on VThor gas in my portfolio, and I just want to diversify. I want to be in some different projects. So anyway, so I've got Fly here as well. Like I said, I'm going to do a separate video on that. I'll just do a standalone one on that, because someone made a comment. I know sometimes it's like I just go, I'm going to do a shorter video, and then I get so excited because I want to share everything with you. I get ridiculously excited. So, oh my gosh, where am I going? Hang on a sec. Let me hop over here. Hang on, and then wait. Hang on. Bear with me. This is why I have to just get used to moving around in the different areas. Okay, here. So you can see right now with my account. Now, someone also left a comment. I've done a video on buying Shiba, the SHIB token, and Akita and SAFEMARS. Well, I didn't talk about SAFEMARS, but I bought that too. I have 1 billion of SAFEMARS, over 1 billion. You can see that right here. Look, I got 1.147 billion SAFEMARS. And, these are things that there's small amounts of money that I've put in there. And I think that Shiba, even though Shiba token has a quadrillion market cap, they're going to be launching Shiba swap. And I just have a good feeling about that. I just do. So someone's like, oh, it retraded, like it's down right now. I don't care. Like, it just came onto these exchanges. SafeMark, less than 48 hours ago, it hopped on these exchanges, and I bought after it had already gone down 40, almost 50%, and then from where it was from its all-time high, and then it's going down a bit more again. But I'm not worried about that, because I just figure, where is it going to be in the months ahead? I just think that these tokens are interesting tokens, and what have I got to lose? It's like sometimes you're just down a little bit before it goes up. You just got to find an entry point to get in there. So here, like I said, my I guess my largest part of holdings are Gate token. I did move some of my VThor gas over from my Binance account. In terms of when, how do you go and get your funds onto the exchange? The big things that I learned with this are, initially, you can do trading pairs of Ethereum and US dollar Tether. I have found personally, I prefer trading on Gate and US dollar Tether because there's a lot more volume. When you go do your research on CoinGecko, you will be able to see what platform or what trading pair is having the most amount of money going through. And so I do US dollar Tether. Now, I guess the blessing in disguise for me was that I thought, I've got to do it all in Ethereum. It was hard for me trading on Ethereum on here. I did do that initially. And I bought a whole load of it, and so that was the good thing. I still have my Ethereum. I did sell one of them yesterday, and I'm sort of bummed about that because it's gone up quite a bit. But so I hold 8.75 Ethereum. I did have just over 10. What I'm doing is just I think moving forward, my personal plan is going to be put US dollar onto Binance US, convert it to US dollar Tether, and then do a deposit from Binance US over to Gate.io US dollar Tether wallet. That is how I'm going to do, because you can deposit here. So that's how I'm going to do it moving forward. Each person has to find their own way. It took me a little bit to figure out because you can't just put US dollar onto here. And then on Coinbase, what I checked, on Coinbase, the trading, you can do euro, you can do Great British Pound, you can do US dollar coin, you can do a US dollar, but there is no US dollar Tether there to put onto the account. So that's what I'm doing. That's how I move my funds over to this account. And so here I've got some Venus, because I think that Venus will end up being listed at some point. It'll make it over to Coinbase Pro. And so I have 25 of them. It's around $80 something right now, but I imagine it will go into the hundreds at some point. So I'm happy to just hold on to that. I don't have too much of it, just some of it. And then obviously you can see I've got my 1.147 billion of SAFEMARS. I got 272 million Akita. I just got 100 Travala. Travala's down a little bit, but I believe Travala is going to go through a pump at some point, something similar to Shopping.io. I got my Franklin here. I want more of it. Don't go and buy it all more and pump it before I get it. But and there's enough, right? I mean, it's so early on. I think it's God, that would be like my video could go and pump the price. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So I've got just 100 Unimex left. I've got 124, almost 125 million Shiba. And now I have, what do I have? I have 946 Clintex, and I just want the rest of that to go through. And then you can see here hardly any Ethereum. So that's basically what I've got in here in the account. And again, just go over and explore and look at Gate.io. Just check out what they're doing. I'm going to put the link in my bio if you do get an account. It's a process. You have to go through that. You have the KYC, you have to do your driver's license or passport. Then you have to do these photos holding your fingers up, because they want to make sure they really make this account secure. So it does typically take a couple of days to get verified, but they're pretty quick. And then this is, again, for example, an exclusive launch like this. I can't participate in this, an LEMD, because I just want to show you this. Look, it's an initial sale. So this is different from a listing where they have the voting on the list. I, as a US citizen, can participate because I know half of us here in Crypto Angel Network, half of our audience is from the US, from the United States, and everyone else is from around the world. And so you can see the startup sale for LEMD. So if you are in a country that is not the United States and you're not in Afghanistan or Venezuela or somewhere like that, you can participate in this startup. And I wish I could participate in this stuff. I wish, because getting in on these listings early is huge. I mean, it's such a great opportunity. And but but there is a spot here where it does say, oh gosh, I can't see what it is, but you'll know when you go through it from the listing, and it will say that you have to like check the country that you are allowed, that the country that is there. So there's that. And again, look, it's just like there's trading competitions. I'm not going to do that. There's people on here who are so hardcore. You've got all this like hodl, the hodl and earn as well. I don't do this yet, but I want to. Look, where you can participate, you can lock up, and you can make money on your investment here. So you can be building that. And then again, you can just see the votes that go in. I voted on this. I might get some of that. I think you have to get 4 of them, and they're around $70. I just want to participate in all these things. I'm not going to go in the trading contest. That's not going to happen. And then the last thing that I thought was fun that I just want to show you here is from Gate.io's. It's their eighth birthday, and they got some fun videos, and you gotta just see the beginning of this for me. Just indulge me, stick with this. This is just, I think it's very cute. Here, check this out. Here we go.
这干什么？出来喝酒啊？
这忙着交易赚钱啊。
在哪里交易啊？
当然是起码开门喽。
What exchange? Does Coinbase have a video like this? Could you see Coinbase doing a video like this to celebrate their birthday or to celebrate their IPO? Here we go. I love Gate.io. Look at it. It's just so, look, they just have so much fun. Isn't this awesome? There we go. Gate.io. I love it. Okay, I said I'm going to do a shorter video. I'm not going to share so much, but I get so excited. I get so carried away. I want to share it all with you because I'm hours a day researching, looking, going to all these different things. And I appreciate your comments as well. I see there's a number of tokens and things and projects that you're going into. I'm going to start doing some more technical analysis on different things. I'm just waiting. I have a trade actually right now. Trying to do a day trade on some Bitcoin, and we'll see how that goes. I got my entry point. We'll see if that works. And let me know your thoughts. Are you already on Gate? If you're not, please sign up with me. Use from my description the link, because that means that you get $90 worth of US dollar tether. You get like 10%, and I end up getting 30% with it, so it's win-win. And so thank you for that, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.